Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you, hello. So today's topic is about Andrew Tate. What can we learn from him as women? A lot of times we complain about how men don't communicate with us, they don't share their feelings, and how they're not honest with us. And here comes Andrew Tate and says, don't worry, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to let you know how men think and how they view certain women. And I feel like we can learn some things that we can learn from some of the things he says. The number one thing he talks about, for instance, is men really care about high body count. Okay? Society lies to you and tells you you're 18, you're 19, you're 20, don't settle down, you're young, have fun, explore, experience, enjoy your life. But by the time you want to settle down and want to have a husband, you're having a hard time. Why? Because your past catches up with you. Men care about high body count. Okay? And the reason why is because he's taking risks with you. Okay? He is scared or is afraid that the moment the relationship gets difficult that you're going to either leave or cheat, and he's taking a risk and he doesn't want that, which is why they go for traditional women that are religious, women that are virgins and pure, right? They'll go for those type of women because they can trust them. And I know you're saying, well, that's not fair because they also do the same thing. Why do they care, right? And I agree with you. I honestly agree with you. Good women are for good men and good men are for good women. It doesn't make sense that for them to go ahead and live their life and sleep around however many times they want and suddenly to desire a virgin and honest, desire a virgin, loyal, traditional woman. It doesn't work that way. Those good women are for good men, right? But the other thing he talks about that is very, very, I find it very interesting. Men and women cannot be friends. He will never be your friend. The only reason why he's your friend is he's waiting for a chance to be with you. And honestly, that is true. If you don't believe me, think about if you have a brother, if you have a male cousin, and how often do they call you to hang out? How often do they let you talk about your female problems? How often do they go shopping with you? Right? It doesn't happen. Okay? And if you're a man watching this, and you want to have a relationship with this woman, or you want to be married to this woman, you can only do so if you just stop being her friend. She will never ever going to consider you more than a friend. Right? You have to be honest. You have to be direct and say, hey, listen, I'm interested in you. I know we've known each other since elementary. I've started to develop feelings for you since high school. I just want to make this relationship very serious. And she might be shocked. She might respond negatively. But that's fine. You just stop being her friend. She might call you to try to get back the friendship and don't allow that. Be man enough. Go to her father. Ask. First ask her, okay, and make sure that she's finally okay, and then just go ahead and ask her father. The other thing he talks about is men who are in the 1 percentile, who are rich and wealthy, they're not going to stay loyal to you, right? And because they have so many options to pick from. They have so many beautiful women who want them, who are willing to offer more, right? They tend to not stay loyal, right? Even if you were with him, his days of struggle, right? There is that high chance that he's still going to go and cheat or have a second wife, third wife. And it hurts as a woman to hear this, right? Because you're like, I'm loyal, I'm this, I am beautiful, what's going on? I thought I was the best, blah, blah, blah. But it's just the human nature. If you have so many options, it's hard for a human being to stick to one. It's hard. When you were in your younger years, for instance, and you had all these men reaching out to you, want to be with you and marry you, and it was easier for you to say, he's an engineer, I don't think I'm interested in him. He is construction worker, I don't think I want a doctor, I want a man who makes this amount, I want a tall guy, I don't want a short guy. You're all, because you have so many options as well, because all these men are trying to marry you as well, right? So he's saying, if you want that loyal man who is committed to you, who wants you, and is willing to make sacrifices for you, those men do exist, but they're making $50,000 an hour. I wish 50. They're making $50,000 a year, $60,000 a year, and you just have to settle for those men. Okay, and I know it's hard to hear, but that's life and that's the reality. The other thing he talks about is men desire young, youthful, beautiful women who are fertile, right? And this is very true. Society lies to us by saying, don't get married young. And if you don't believe me, just think about the number of men who came to ask for your hand when you were younger, when you were 18, 19, 20, right? 21, whatever, mid-20s. And compare that to now. How many guys are asking for your hand? You will find that the number decreases as you get older. It's just men are just interested in younger women, and Islam actually encourages to marry young. So society is lying to you by saying prioritize your school, prioritize your education, prioritize your career, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be educated, wanting a career. It's just don't push men away when you have so many options, because there will come a time, honestly, where you are going to have a hard time finding like you're not going to have that many options, and you're just going to have to settle it. Why? This is so true. This is so true. I know several sisters who say to me, the next guy that comes and asks for my hand, I'm saying yes. I don't care what he is, what does he do, how tall he is, how short he is. I don't care. The next time someone asks for my hand, I'm going to say yes. Wallahi, so don't waste your good years, right? So that's what he's saying. And I totally agree. But yeah, I want to share those things. I'm gonna end the video here. Assalamu alaikum. Take care.